Well, I'm here with Ray Tiernan.
Tiernan.
I'm so sorry, Ray. I got it wrong. Oh.
It happens a lot, though. It's not an easy one.
Well, I don't think it's a name we're going to forget in the future, because you've just scored one of the biggest parts in a movie, an international movie, The Killer's Elite. And I'm so anxious to hear about the story of how you got the part in this film, and obviously a little bit, more about, you being an actor and everything.
Sure. Well, I guess I started acting in Brisbane, and I moved down to Melbourne about 3.5 years ago. And when I moved down to Melbourne, I was offered by one of the casting agents down here to come and help them out as a reader. And a reader in auditions is the guy that reads the other lines while the people audition for roles. And it's a really treasured job by actors if you can get it.
Yeah. You
get to meet not only the casting agents, but you get to meet directors and producers. And it's very good. And it's a really fun day. You spend the whole day acting, which is great.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I would help out occasionally with this casting agent. And one day they called me in, and they asked me how my British accent was. And this was okay. It was an okay British accent. So I said, yes, it's okay. And they said, okay, well, we'll need you tomorrow. So I come in, and they let me know that there's this Jason Statham action movie which is going to shoot in Australia. Oh, wow. And they were auditioning for it.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to the director, a lovely guy by the name of Gary McKendry. And he was great. He was great to be in the room with all day, lots of stories and a lot of fun. And he was really excited about the project. He'd carried this project with him for a number of years, and had worked on it a lot. So it was a big thing for him as well. I think he was very excited about it. And so we started these auditions, and they went on for a couple of weeks. And I went in one day, and they mentioned that not only Jason Statham but now Clive Owen was going to do this movie. And you're like going, wow, okay, yeah, that's great. And so we keep auditioning. And then one morning Gary comes in, and there's something different about him. I couldn't quite tell. And I sat down with my scripts for the day, and I was glancing over them, getting familiar with them. And he said to me, basically, shut the door. Oh, okay. So I shut the door. It was just he and I in the room. And he goes, you're never going to guess who I just got off the phone with. And I went, who? And he goes, Robert De Niro. And I went, what? And he said, Robert De Niro wants to do the movie. I went, are you serious? And he went, yeah. He goes, man, this is my dad's favourite actor. My dad's favourite actor wants to do this movie. And so the director and I had this little scream fest of excitement in the casting room that morning. And as it turned out, De Niro did agree to do the movie, which was fantastic. Oh. And so you had 3 massive leading men in the one film, and shooting here in Australia, which was great. And then as the weeks went on, Gary and I got on well, and he saw me perform a lot. And I was lucky enough to then get a role, and I ended up in this movie, which started off as a phone call saying, what's your British accent like? It's okay. And now I'm in this movie. And I get the phone call about the role, and they go, yeah, you'll be doing scenes with Clive Owen. Right, okay.
Unreal.
And so, we rocked up. We were shooting in the centre of Melbourne, in an old gentleman's club. Not a gentleman's club in the dodgy sense of the word. The gentleman's club in the more traditional sense of it. Lots of leather couches and lovely old oak and books and bars. And I went in there, and I met Clive, and he looked me in the eye and shook my hand. Oh, very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. And I tried to pretend that I was calm and pretend that this was just another day at the office for me. And then we went off and we started shooting, and it was fantastic. It was one of those occasions where you were working within the top of your profession, and everyone there was at the top of their profession. And it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's building bridges or acting or event managing or whatever you do. When you're surrounded by those people, it's just fantastic,
Yeah.
and it's stimulating, and you're blown away. You're just blown away about how good everyone is at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then that makes you slightly terrified because you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm the loose wheel here. I've got to pull up. But it makes you better. You know,
Yeah.
it makes you better. And
Yeah.
so we shot these scenes, and Clive and I had a lot of fun. And you know, I was treated like the king for a couple of hours, my own trailer and things like that, which was fantastic. And then it was over, and now, you know, we've got the exciting part where it's actually being released. So we get to see it and go through all that process, which is wonderful.
Oh, it is wonderful. You know, it's amazing. You know, the likes of maybe Clive Owen must have felt the same like you. You know,
Yeah.
when he first started.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
every actor has that moment in their lives. All of a sudden they're working with a name, or you know, and it's the most inspiring thing.
Well, yeah, and
what goes down.
It's all ladders.
Being in this industry.
Oh yeah, and it's all ladders. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes you a year to take one step.
Yes.
And then in a day you'll jump 20 steps on that ladder. And
Yeah.
and that's the deal of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's when that happens, it literally, almost literally, is breathtaking.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful, Ray. So, where do you know? Obviously, the film is now internationally released, and it's a very powerful action film. So I'd say it'll be very, very well taken
Yeah.
with all the stars in there. Where do you go from here after Killer's Elite? Have we got any other roles?
I've actually got a couple of other things which are still yet to actually be released, and so there's a local Australian series which will come out later in the year called Australia on Trial, which is an interesting mix of documentary and drama,
Yeah.
courtroom drama mainly. And so I secured a really good role in that.
Yep.
And that's due later in the year. And you know, because these things take so long to between you actually doing your bit and then you actually seeing it.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, that's the only one that I can actually remember. I think there is a couple of other things, but it's been so long since we shot them that I'm not too sure. I think they're due, but that's the next big one, the Australia on Trial. But I mean, and the other thing is a job like that. It can open doors for you overseas, which is, you know, you're looking for where the work is, be it domestically or internationally, and so that's the other blessing of the Killer Elite, is it helps open the door as well.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So how long have you been an actor so far now? And tell me some of the other things that, you know, other films you've been in, or TV.
Sure.
You've done TV as well.
I have, yeah. So I've been sort of out of drama school for around about 10 years.
Yeah.
And I moved to Melbourne mainly for film and television.
Yep.
And but just before I left Brisbane, I secured roles on Sea Patrol.
Yep.
And a short-lived series called The Strip.
Yep.
Things like City Homicide, one of the Underbelly telemovies, and a number of Australian features, Big Mama's Boy among them, The Cup.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been a really good 3.5 years or so. And Brisbane was a really good grounding, especially in theatre.
Yep.
It's just really lively, still is really lively independent theatre scene.
Yeah.
And you can just go from show to show to show.
Yeah.
Really earn your chops.
Yeah. Excellent. So do you think you're going to live over, you know, do the move to LA?
I'm definitely looking for work overseas.
Yeah.
You know, I will live overseas. I have to, but I mean, I really love Australia. I really love Australia, and I really love Brisbane. I moved because the particular work that I wanted wasn't there at that time. I didn't move because I wasn't enjoying Brisbane. So living overseas, I can see myself doing it, but you know, you got to take it in stages, and the first step is to set everything up so I can actually really pursue what I do. And then moving, you know, it's probably inevitable.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see. The fact is, you're an actor, you chase the work. So if the work's in Bulgaria, you go to Bulgaria. If the work's on the South Island of New Zealand shooting 3 Lord of the Rings movies, you're going to go to South New Zealand. So you know, wherever it is you end up going.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have a conversation with you today and meet you today,
Thank you.
Ray. And I'm just so thrilled, and congratulations on the film.
Cheers.
And I wish you all the best, you know, and I look forward to catching up with you again really soon.
Will do. Thanks,
Yeah.
Carol.
Can't wait to see the film.
Yeah, me too.
I'm getting to it this week. The Killer's Elite. De Niro, and wow.
You won't fall asleep.
No, I don't think so. The indication of the trailer, I don't think it's anywhere to fall asleep. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.